What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here. Now, while we don't have any new news for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, what we do have to look forward to is on September 25th, which is Friday, 7:15 Eastern, because this is converted from, I believe it's 8:15 p.m. for Japan time, but Tokyo Game Show. Now, Melody of Memory is going to have an hour, I believe it's an hour-long stage event where they're going to pretty much have, not only will Tatsuya Nomura and Yoko Shimomura be there, but they're going to have a whole live piano performance that's going to be held, as well as whole discussions with the staff behind the game. Now, the cool thing about this, and I think what I'm really looking forward to, and like I've told people, do not expect anything like story related to be told here, because we've gotten enough, and to be honest, I don't really want to know anything at all like story related, because that's the bread and butter of this game that's making me want to play it the most. Just because, I mean, obviously rhythm game is awesome, like I'm gonna be hyped to play it, but I'm really more excited to see what kind of story elements we're gonna get with it. And if they decide to do like kind of what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, and practically the whole final battle trailer was like the most spoily trailer I've ever seen, and I don't need to see any other trailer that's gonna spoil anything. I think what we've gotten so far has been probably the best set of trailers for Kingdom Hearts in a very long time, in my opinion, because it's kept the story elements of what all of us are looking forward to pretty hidden, and I like that. But what I'm expecting from this event is discussions about maybe some hands-on of how the game's going to be played, because I could see someone doing that, just because I think they did that a couple years back with this whole, I believe it was like something Kingdom Hearts like themed, but it was this weird just mobile game that they showed, but they showed someone playing that for like a good 5 minutes. I think someone was also playing 0.2 as well. So I mean, they've done these whole like gameplay things in the background before while they're discussing the game. So I could see again someone, maybe the staff, playing Melody of Memory and giving a good talk on how the game is played, because me personally, I want to see exactly how the difficulties and the gameplay styles coincide with each other. Like if I decide to play on one button mode but play it on proud difficulty, is it going to be drastically different than, say, if I play it on performer style with proud difficulty? Because to be honest, if you play it on proud with performer style, that sounds equivalent to the critical mode that we would expect in a Kingdom Hearts, because performer style is going to implement a lot of buttons from your controller, as well as like probably keeping up with the beat a little bit more with the proud difficulty. So I feel like that's going to be the hardest difficulty that you could do just for the combination. But I do want to see exactly how stuff is played, like how do you do some of the inputs, how do you control like the other characters, you know, because they said like you can press like, I think it was RB or R1, L1, just to like control the other two teams or teammates, but they didn't exactly say how to like do different, I guess, strikes with it. Like I don't know, it's kind of confusing, because while there's a whole bunch of different like enemies and different style of like what you can do, like I've seen a Sora do thunder, jump, you know, attack and all this and that, like is it going to be where we might have to like move the left stick to go to a certain point on the staff itself, or like it's just weird. I want them to talk about it, because I feel like if they talk about the gameplay specifically, it's not going to be a spoiler for me personally. I would rather them for a whole hour talk to me about all the modes you can play, talk about the controls a little bit like more in depth, because it'll give me more hype and also give me an understanding of how to play. Because I mean, for this game there's a lot writing on for me, just how the game is played with like say boss battles, because that's the one little thing that I believe is kind of like could bother me a little bit, just for the fact that the music is the main key to this game, and sometimes it looks like if they're gonna play cutscenes or even the boss battles might drown out the music a little bit, and I don't want to be having difficulties hearing the music while kind of like paying attention to the cutscenes and stuff, because I want it to be kind of flowing together, and I feel like it could become distracting if the boss battle is a little bit too overpowering over the music. But we still have to wait and see. They could fix it, or it might just be different when you play it, I'm not sure. But I do want to see them talk about every single mode, like even co-op. I would have loved for this game if they decided to put a co-op version of the story, meaning we could, like, before every mission invite a friend and play co-op of the story, have like a high score and stuff, because I know you can invite them to play just regular, but I really wish you could just experience the story together. Like you guys maybe just sitting in the same lobby playing the songs and everything, and then you guys can experience the same cutscenes, the same boss fights. Then towards the end, whenever the Kyrie stuff starts happening, we get to see a lot of the cutscenes together with a friend. I feel like that would be badass. I would love for a Kingdom Hearts to have just a certain co-op mode one time, because it would be nice. Like other than like, I guess, experiencing the story in the community with discussions, I would really like to just have a friend beside me one day, or even like just playing with me at the same time experiencing the story, because that's something I don't got. I do have a Discord, I do have like friends that I can talk to, even the community on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever it may be, but we can have those discussions all the time. But what we've never gotten is a co-op version of Kingdom Hearts where, other than like well, that don't even count. Like I know Days had a little co-op thing, but still, you didn't experience the story together, and I would love to experience the story. Like, kind of, I mean, I don't know how to compare it because it obviously doesn't play like other games, but I just kind of would like for two people to have the story be played to them at the exact same time while you're playing co-op. I feel like that would be awesome. It would be a nice option, and I feel like they could do it. Like, I don't know if it'd be interesting, because I'm not entirely sure what they could do, but or how they go about doing it, but I feel like co-op is just a must for Kingdom Hearts. It'd be fun. It'd be very fun. Maybe just specifically for these side games, maybe you could do a co-op thing, but even for the main game, I feel like it's a possibility that they could decide to do. I would love for them to do it, because I mean, playing with friends is always fun, and playing something that you love with friends is just it's an amazing experience to me. So I don't know, but let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think that we'll see in this whole event, because it's good. Keep in mind, it's an hour long, and that doesn't sound like a long time necessarily, but for discussions, and probably they might show off the same trailer that we've seen before, but also live performance I would say the live performance should take up about 20 minutes maybe, because that would give enough time for maybe a short version of like the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra, which obviously the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra is a lot longer than 20 minutes, but it would be nice to maybe get 4 different songs possibly popped off there, and then 40 straight minutes of discussions about the game itself. I feel like we could get maybe a little bit of story to be told, like, because someone might ask a question or something, or maybe he'll talk about Master of Masters or something like that, but I don't think anything major to the game itself will be told. Maybe he'll throw in a bone for Kingdom Hearts 4 possibly in this, but the main thing I'm looking forward to out of everything is them just talking about the game itself. Mainly the top things that I want to see, how the game will be played between, you know, the differences in the differences in game styles meshed with the difficulties. I want to know the controls of everything, specifically in performer style. And then I also just want to see how the modes are going to be. Like, I want to know the extent of kind of what you can do in every single mode. Is there a mode that they haven't talked about yet? You know, I want to see a lot to have to do with the game, and I want to see exactly how much they might go in depth with everything. But the main thing is the gameplay. Like, for me, I'm not going to get spoiled if they show off gameplay or anything, because it's just a lot of it's pretty much, for this game, it's perfect for newcomers, because it's a recap of the previous games while hearing the music, and I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. So we'll see how this goes, but like I said, let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on what we might see, and also maybe throw in a comment as well about the whole co-op situation in Kingdom Hearts. Would you like to see a co-op in a future Kingdom Hearts game? Maybe not a mainline game, even though that would be awesome. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts down below. But if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill.
I will see you guys later.